Good afternoon, and how are you doing? Welcome to our today's session. Welcome to our today's session. Our focus today will be looking at accounting for professional firms. We shall be looking at professional firms. So accounting for professional firms, that will be our topic of focus. Accounting for professional firms. So this is our topic of focus today. This is our topic of focus as far as today's revision is concerned. Accounting for professional firms. Accounting for professional firms. And since these entail the revision, we're not going to discuss much on theories. We are going to go direct to revision question. But before then, it is good to remind ourselves what a professional is. What is a profession? What is a profession? What is a profession? So we have to, first of all, remind ourselves what a professional is. A profession, we say that it is a specialized field of study. It is a specialized field of study, which involves, it is a specialized field of study which involves some training and what? Somebody to finish for me. It is a specialized field of study which involves some training and what? Somebody is completing for me here. Profession. We are defining profession. It is a specialized field of study which involves some training and dash. Mesao. Na mtihani ni in 3 weeks time, we are supposed to sit for this paper, you people. So training and examination. Si hata nyinyi mnafanya hii. Si hata nyinyi mko kwa profession, by the way. Hata nyinyi mko kwa profession. The KASNEB, right? The KASNEB. That's the professional course that you're doing. And you see, there's training. And at the end of the training or after training, we have what? The exams. We have exams. So it is good to remember this, that when we talk about profession, it is a specialized field of study which involves what? Some training and examination. It's a field of study. Can you give me an example? Can you give me an example of a profession? Or those people who have done a certain profession? Give me the category of these professions. Somebody to give me the category. Maybe I can start with the lawyers. The lawyers. Some lawyers. They have undergone some training and they did some exam for them to be accountants. Accountants. Yeah, we can include accountants here. These are professions, right? Let's just include them. Any other? Doctors. These are professionals, man. Only that accountants don't have a what? Accountants don't have a union. So accountants need to think, right? They need to think wider. You see, doctors have a union. Teachers have a union, right? That fight for them. What about accountants? Do they have a union? Do they have a union that fight for them? Accountants, we need to think. We need to think. We need to think. You need to think. Accountants, unakuta accountant analipwa 20,000, and because you don't have a union which can advocate for an increase or a certain cap, you just get your 20 and the deduction are made, and you get home with like 10, and you suffer. Yes, you are an accountant, but you are suffering. Is it really good? Can you tell me? Is it really good? Is it really good? Is it really good? I think we need to wake up, right? We need to wake up as accountants. So that is it. That is it. I think another thing that we can maybe define, it is a cost. It is a cost that is involved here. The cost charged to client. Now, when we deal with a lawyer, so I think I can love the accountant and the doctor to remain with the lawyers, but let me leave it at that point. So, cost charged to client. Good. If you go maybe to the advocate, you want to get a certain service, there's that cost that you're going to pay. You as a client, you are going to pay them some cost. Now, I want somebody to tell me, is that cost an income or an expense? Is that cost an income or an expense? Somebody. Is it an income or an expense as far as the advocate is concerned? Costs charged. Wamesahau. Wewe. Nataka tuelewane vizuri. Remember, they're the one charging you, right? Therefore, it is an income to them. And since we are looking at the accounting for professional firms, those professional firms, we're going to use that as an income. That is an income to them. So when preparing the income statement, the charges from client, those are income to what? To who? To these firms. We get that. Then we have work in progress. We call it WIP. Work in progress. Work in progress. Whatever that the firm or the cases that are in progress. Now, in most cases, we're going to concentrate with the lawyers here. Sasawa, we're going to concentrate with the lawyers here. Cases in progress is the same as work in progress. There is a case that they are dealing with. It is not yet complete. Not yet complete. We cannot give the verdict at the end. That is what we call work in progress. We have one work in progress at the beginning and work in progress at the end. So in this case, we use the closing and opening. Opening work in progress and closing work in progress. Opening work in progress and closing work in progress. So to analyze all these, let's summarize or give a small review on how the professional firm do prepare their books. They have two books. Or they record their transaction into books. That is the cash book and the what? The ledger book. In the cash book is where they record their receivable and payment, receipts and payment. You know how that is done. We have client and the office. If I remind you the two-column cash book, they have the cash book, and these are two-column cash book whereby we have client and office. So we have client and office. You have client and office. 2 column cash book. I need to adjust my board kidogo. These are details as well, details. And maybe to demarcate here, I can demarcate here to show that I have debit side and credit side. Let me adjust kidogo, just see there, just see that point. Kidogo tu, like that. So we have said that we have 2 records under professional firm. They maintain 2 records, and one of the record is cash book, and the other one is ledger book. Those are 2 records that are maintained by what? By the professional firm. By the professional firm. They prepare financial statement. They prepare financial statement, and one of the financial statement is the income statement, as well as what? The statement of financial position. Statement of financial position. They prepare this. If you understand, statement of financial position. Previously, by the way, it's good to mention this. Previously, income statement was referred to as statement of profit or loss. Profit or loss. Previously, it was referred to statement of profit or loss. Nowadays, when you mention that, inakuwa tricky kidogo, right? And this one, we used to call it balance sheet, right? We used to call it balance sheet. So the terms, I think they're according to the era that we are in, these terms are now old version. So these are the financial statement prepared by what? Financial statement prepared by professional firms. Financial statement prepared by professional firms. Just giving you a highlight. I know we are revising here. Just giving you a highlight. So if you're preparing the income statement, you have to consider all the incomes, and we have said that the cost charged from the client or to the client, that is an income to the firm. We shall as well see how do we treat the work in progress, closing work in progress, and opening work in progress. How do we treat them? And then you consider all the expenses that the firm has incurred throughout the financial year. Then, when we are preparing the statement of financial position, it is always good to know that we use what? The accounting equation. Now, I would like somebody to remind us the accounting equation. We use the accounting equation. Of course, when preparing the income statement, we use the accrual and matching what? Concept. Remember, these bases were very important. I know you learned this in foundation level under financial accounting. And those who did this very early, it was known as section what? Section 1. Mm-hmm. So, who can remind us the accounting equation? Because for the balance sheet, we shall prepare it using, or we shall base our argument under accounting equation. Whereby we say what? Somebody is telling us, naona tuko na I pare na mbila pare. Accounting equation, somebody. I want us to now look at a question. We cannot dwell here. That is Matinda, my good student there. Matinda ananiambia kwamba asset is equal to capital plus liability. Please, those are very important. The accounting equation is what we shall be using here. Accounting equation. And here we say that our assets is equal to capital plus liabilities. Ndio maana wakati mwingi unakuta kwamba when we are preparing the statement of financial position, we start with the assets, right? And current asset, then we get total asset, and then we have capital and liability. This is the argument. This is the equation that we follow, the accounting equation when preparing what? The balance sheet, when preparing the balance sheet. I think with that short review, it is possible for us to do a question. Is it possible for us to do a question now? Is the refreshment okay with you? Is that refreshment okay? Has it reminded you something under a professional account or professional funds? Has it reminded you something? I want us to do a question. I want you to guide me while doing that question. Is the refreshment okay? Is the refreshment okay? Matinda, yes. What about the rest? Because I want to wrap this and proceed to a KASNEB question now. All right. EGH. Asante. Let's now see. I want to share a question here. You take a screenshot of the same as we do what? As we tackle the question. All right, this was paper that was tested. This is automatic, this. It was tested in August 2022. And as usual, financial reporting ni morning paper. Wakati uko fresh, they know you need to be fresh. So I want us to do question number 4. Let's check. Yes, question number 4. Let's do question number 4. So why can't you take a picture of that question? Oh, it's refusing to center itself. Now it's okay. Take a picture of that question. I want us to do that question. Taka tuifanye pole. Want us to do that question pole. Have you taken the picture of the question? Confirm so that to add the same page. Confirm by the chat box. It is question number 4, part boy, S and M. Are we there? Taka tumalize hii if possible. I have to drop the question now. I can see the majority. Are okay. Good. Asante. Now the question reads, S&M are advocate operating under the name SM Advocates. The firm's trial balance for the year ended 30th June 2022 is as follows, or as shown below. We have cost charged to client, work in progress, 1st of July 2021, client for money held on their behalf, creditors, receivable, office expenses, furniture and fitting, library books, cash at bank, client account, office account, postage, telephone and internet bills, printing and stationery, rent and rates, salaries and to staff, drawings, disbursement on behalf of client. We shall see how to treat that. Then we have capital account. We are required to do what? Okay, we have additional information kidogo pare. It is estimated that debt amounted to 16,500,000 are uncorrectable and should be written off. So bad debt written off, that is automatically an expense. We don't expect these people to receive that money. Then depreciation should be provided at the rate of 20% per annum on the book value of the furniture, fitting, and library books. Wow, wow, wow. That's depreciation rate. Then the uncompleted work on 30th June 2022 was valued at 7,500,000. Wow, this nice one. You're required to come up with a statement of profit or loss for the year ended, that is June 2022, and lastly, statement of financial position as at 30th June 2022. So I want us to solve this question. I want us to solve this question. Pole pole. So we start with the heading. It is always good, it's always professional to start with the heading. It's always professional to start with the heading. So what we have here, if I look at my question here, I'm having everything that I need to come up with a, this is SM, advocate. Income statement for the year ended, which date? 30th June 2022. 30th of June 2022. As we said, class, it is always good to underline to scare the examiner. It is always good to underline to scare the examiner. Wow. So our sharings are in thousand. You can have maybe 2 columns so that we are able to adjust the expenses and the income. Sharings are in thousand. So we can have it like that. So what do we start with? We start with income. So please help me identify the income of this SM advocate. Please help me identify the first income. Help me identify the first income from this question. Income ya kwanza, tafadhali. The question, you have the question, except for those 5 who have just joined. The rest, you are having the question. And as we share the question with them, please, first of all, give me that. Yeah, I can see people are telling us cost charged to client. This is an income to the advocate, to the SM advocate. And the cost charged to client, the value is 750,000. 750,000. Good. If I look at my question, I can see at the end, I've been told of a whip, a crossing whip, work in progress. Crossing work in progress. That is what we call, if you look at the date, we are told that the uncompleted work on that is June 2022 was valued at 7,500,000. Was valued at 7,500,000. That is work in progress at the close. How do we treat work in progress? And we have said that here we are dealing with the cases. These are cases that were not yet concluded. The cases that were not yet concluded at the end of the what? At the end of the year. Therefore, we add crossing work in progress. You add closing whip. Allow me to use abbreviation, work in progress of 7,500. What about opening work in progress? You less opening work in progress. Hizo ndizo vitu mbili zinaweza kuchanganya hapo. You should understand today. What is the value of our opening whip? What is the value of our opening whip? From the question, what is the value of our opening work in progress? 110,400. Asante. Naiona pale. If you look at what we have, the second item, 110,400. And as we said, this one we subtract. And if you remember clearly, what we said under dealer, huh? Utaelewa hizi vitu vizuri, how the trial balance look like, right? Then after that, do we have any other income? If this firm had done some investment, do we have investment income? Do we have investment income? Just check from the question. Investment income will fall under other income. So I cannot see any. So this can be our total what? Our net cost charged to client. So how much is this? How much is that? How much is our net? Our net cost charged to client, so that we go to the expenditure. We need to go to the expenditure. Ningapi. Haya. Niambie total ningapi pale. Nataka tuende kwa expenditure. Andika tu expenditure. Walitumia hizi vitu ama expenses, whichever 710 100 from all of us. 710 100 from all of us. 13 44 600. It is not 710. It is 13 44. Which is which? Confirm for me. Which is which? Please confirm. You have to confirm for me so that 710 ngeno EGH. I can see most people are getting what? Most people are getting. Okay, a minute. 710. Most people are getting 710 100. 710 100. All right. Now let's look at expenditure. Expenses. 717. Kirwa Steven anatupatia 717. I think that's a typing error, but it should be 710 100 according to majority. Asante. Good. Now we move to our expenditure. You know what, class? You know what? Please. When you are looking at expenses, can you start with additional information? First of all, hiyo huwa inasaulika, and it's a point, it's a mark. So I just go direct to the additional information, and I can see a direct expense there. It is estimated that debt amounting to 16,500,000 are uncorrectable and should be written off. Bad debt written off. So I have bad debt written off. I just like WO and include this 16,500 in the first column like that. First column. Is it 16,500? Yes. Yeah, 16,500. Good. Then now I can go to the next additional information. Depreciation should be provided at the rate of 20% per annum on book value of furniture, fitting, and library books. Remember, depreciation is part of our expense. So can you compute the depreciation and give me the depreciation here? Depreciation of these items. Depreciation. Somebody is giving me the depreciation very fast. How much is the depreciation? You just pick 20% of what examiner has given us as the cost of what? Of those items. So somebody is giving me the depreciation. Once I'm done with the additional information, it will be easier for me to do what? To tackle any other expenditure, any other expense that is seen there. So depreciation is 27,000 according to most of us, all of us, 27,000. That is our depreciation. Good. Now, already we had tackled additional information number 3, and therefore I moved to what? I had already tackled additional information number 3. Now I just go to my items in my trial balance. and start from the top. Tafadhali. You should be orderly, right? So we start from the top and check any expenditure that these associate used. So we have cost charged to client, no. Work in progress, no. Client for money held on behalf of client, no. That is not an expense. Creditor, receivable, office expenses. Office expenses. I've seen one. Office expenses. Office expenses. How much is it? How much is it? I might look at it wrongly. Give me that value of office expenses. Office expenses. Office expenses. 25,500. I've been given 25,500. 25,500. Asante. Then we look at the next one. The next one is furniture. Hiyo tushapata depreciation. Cash at bank. Hizo tunajua zitaenda kwa balance sheet. That's okay. Postage, telephone and internet bills. Postage, telephone and internet bills. Allow me to stop it at that point. How much is that? Nikiangalia naona kwamba ni ngapi? 54,600. 54,600. Yes, we agree that this is 54,600. Asante. Then class, we move to the next item. If I look at below there, we are having printing and stationery. Printing and stationery. Printing and stationery. Is it visible really? I need to adjust my camera. Printing and stationery. And stationery. Printing and stationery here, I'm having 105,000 as I adjust my board. 105,000. 105, is it 105? Yes, 105,000. Allow me to adjust a bit, my board a bit. 105,000. 105,000. Kidogo tu. Hapo hiyo itatosha. Hapo sawa mwalimu. Hapo sawa. 105,000. And then I check below it. Below it I can see I'm having rent and lease over 180,000. Rent and lease. Rent and lease. Rates zinachajiwa wapi? Rates zinachajiwa wapi? Rates zinachajiwa wapi? Somebody, rates zinachajiwa wapi? Kwa shamba ama? Kwa shamba, right? Kwa shamba, Umeona zikipeano sijui waiver, ili udeclare. Asante. So this is, if I look at this, hii ni ngapi? Rent and lease class naona ngapi pale? Is it 216? 180,000. And then I can see below it we are having another one. Below it we are having another one, which is salaries to staff. Ama 216. Hapana, salary ndio 216 if I'm not wrong. Ama? Yeah. Is that true? Salaries to staff, si ndio? Ama? Yes. Salaries to staff. Hii salaries to staff ilikuwa 216,000. Do you have any other? Kama ni drawing najua kwenye huwa zina nini? Zinafanya kazi. Najua kwenye capital inafanya kazi. Aha. Wow. I think I'm done. Kila kitu nishaguza kila kitu. Na hizo zingine, the other remaining item, I know where I will take them. To the balance sheet. As simple as that. Therefore, I have to get the total expenditure here. Who can give me the total here? I don't know why let's see how I move this one. Okay. Can you tell me the total? It is now okay. Okay. 624, 600, 624, 600, 624, 600, 624, 600. Nikitoa naweza pata either loss ama nini? Either loss or profit or loss. So yetu ni nini? Nikiangalia 710 na 624, hii ni profit, net profit. Net profit. So the S and M made a profit. Net profit. Net profit. Net profit. Yeah. Of 855,000. Net profit of 855,000. 855,000. Like that. Net profit of 855,000. People are giving me 855,000, and this is very nice. This is very nice. This is very nice. 855 is very okay. 85. Okay. Hey. Sio 855. Mimi naongeza. Ni 85,500. 85,500. Asanti. Ni 85,500. 85,500. That is a net what? That is our net. A net profit. Our net profit. So, S and M, SM Advocate made a profit of that. Now, we can move to the next part. But for the next part, class, you're the one to do what? You're the one to do it. In fact, for me, I'll just give you the highlight. And then we see. So you're going to have the heading. You're going to have the heading here, SM Advocate. SM Advocate. Statement of financial position. Statement of financial position. As at. Sijui kama unakumbuka hizi rules. As at 30th of June 2022. Scare the examiner like that, and then you do what? Mwalimu, kidogo nifanye. Okay, sawa. Screenshot, acha niteremshe kidogo uone hapo chini. Teremshe kidogo. So depending with the professional firms, that is the way you are supposed to. Do it. That is the way you're supposed to do it. Now, I'm saying that for the balance sheet, I'm just going to give you the highlights. You can see I'm supposed to add at 145. So I just guide you. Thank you, Naomi. Also, you are here. That is my early morning student, Asanti. Very serious student. Before I forget, how many of us have not enrolled with us? We have a very nice schedule. We have a very nice program. Asubuhi unatupata pale. Kuna evening unatupata pale. Lakini for the selected units, FM and FR, kwa sababu tunajua kwamba hizo unit mbili sio mchezo. So you just choose time yenye iko convenient kwako. Ni wangapi hatuyuko kwa class hapa? Ni wangapi? Ningetaka kujua. Nikupatie baraka ya kupita. Wangapi? Nani? The 30, how many are we? We are many. So how many are not in our classes? The 29 of us. How many? Brenda, are you there? Brenda, Hudson. Nilitolea. How do we assist? Okay. Hudson pia alitolewa. Okay. Sorry for that. Tolewa kuna balance. Masi bado haja join. What I would advise ngeno bado pia IGH ngeno bado. Consolata bado. Inatoka next week. So nyinyi si wale mnalipwa mapema. This time loud. Brenda, asante. Sawa. Hudson, uko early morning ama evening? Hudson. Uko early morning ama evening? Evening. Okay. Okay, Hudson. Na Ken. Ken, ni asubuhi ama ni jioni? Asubuhi ama ni jioni? Morning. Okay. Aha, we shall see how it goes. Huh? We shall see how it goes. All right. Now, I want to give you an insight here of how you'll do this balance sheet or the statement of financial position. You're going to have your shillings in thousand here. Shillings in thousand here. I don't know whether you need to stretch it here. All right. Now, having this, you have to first of all identify non-current asset because we've said that we use the equity current asset. So in our case, can you give me the non-current asset that you can identify? In our case here, I can identify furniture fitting and library books, right? Furniture fitting and library books. Furniture fitting and library books. Furniture fitting and library books, and that value is, the value ni ngapi? The value ni ngapi? Naiangalia sasa 135,000. Now, should I record 135,000, Mercy? Should I record 135,000? Should I record 135,000? You're not telling me I should record 108,000. 108,000. Because during the year, this item value reduced due to what? Depreciation. Therefore, we have to eliminate what? Depreciation. So it will be 135,000 minus the depreciation of 27,000 That is giving me 108,000, like that. Do we have any other non-current asset? Do we have any other non-current asset class? Yes or no? Yes or no? Any other? I cannot identify any other. We can go to the current asset. Current asset hapa ndio maneno iko. Hapa hata nilikuwa nataka niwaachie hapo because you are a great student. Current asset. Can you tell me, what do I start with? What do I start with? What do I start with? Kumbuka vile balance sheet ya other firms huwa tunaifanya. Tunaanza na inventory, receivable. Kumbuka hiyo ndio nataka ukumbuke. Closing WIP, asanti. Ukishajua hiyo uko sawa. Closing WIP here is 70 something. 7,500. 7,500. And then receivables. I want somebody to tell me what to record under receivable. Receivable in this case, I was given what by the examiner? 234,000. Is that receivable rate? Yeah, 234,000. Should I record 234,000? Should I record 234? Favor tuambia kwamba to record 217,500. We less the bad debt. So 234,000 minus the bad debt of 16,500. 16,500. So is it the one giving you this? Is it the one giving you that? Is it the one giving you that? Asante. Now, we move to the next one. I can see cash at bank. Cash at bank naweza include ya client na pia ya ofisi. Yote pamoja unaweka pale. Cash at bank, nipe zote cash at bank. Give me the total of the two, both for client and the office. Cash at bank ni ngapi? Cash at bank. Cash at bank watu wako wapi? Nataka niwaachie mahari hapa 241,000. So it will be very bad. If I don't give you what? Oh, it is 241,500, right? 241,500. It will be very bad if I finish this for you. It will be very bad. I have to give you an assignment. You go and finish, and then you do what? Now, I want you to go and do research. Research on one item there. Client for monies held on their behalf. Is it an asset or a liability? We also have disbursement on behalf of client. Is it an asset or a liability? Ukishajua how to treat the two items, you'll be good in this question. Na utaweza kubalance hii swali. Is that a big work? Is that much work for you to do? Is it much work for you to do, or it is manageable? It is manageable, right? It is manageable, right? Is it manageable? Is it manageable? Yes or no? It is manageable, right? Yeah, it is manageable. Just go and look at it clearly, and you'll be in a position to do what? You'll be in a position to get the whole thing. You'll be in a position to get the whole thing, And don't forget that we are having net profit here, and that fall under equity, right? It fall under equity. And once you are through, remember to deduct what? Remember to deduct the drawings. We had some drawings you deduct still under equity. So you can pick the capital, you add the net profit, and then you less what? As one item. That can be one item. And then hizi zingine unasonga ukisonga. The first one is liability, the second is an asset. Sasa bona unawaambia na nataka niwape kazi ngumu. Already ngeno washawaambia. Ngeno washawaambia sasa. Sir, you have said disbursement on behalf of client. Yeah, it's just there. Disbursement on behalf of client. Yes, it's just there. If you look at this question, Judith, do you have a question? You have the question? Judith, do you have the question with you? Okay. So, yeah. So, naona ngeno wamejaribu kuwapea, what's the time? The time. Now, go and finish that. And then once it balances, oh, you have had one. It is just the first one is the third item. The third item in our trial balance. Client for monies held on their behalf, right? Client for money held on their behalf. Now, sasa, this will help you. Dealer will help you, right? Dealer will help you. Dealer. Drawing. Nikanisha wajibu. Drawing expenses. Assets. These are done what? They are debited. And these are liability, equity and revenue. This one we do what? This one we credit in the trial balance. Now, for the two items that you are comparing me to say this, you are good students. A good student is the one who give at least mwalimu side to do what? To continue. You are a good student. Now, if you look at the client for money held on behalf of client, is it debited or credited? Is it debited or credited? Then when you look at the disbursement on behalf of client, Now with that, si utakuwa na answer. Hapo. Now you'll be in a position to do that question. Is that now okay to everyone? Always use this, by the way, dealer. This one will help you big. So for those people who are in class, please do it and share. And see whether it balances. And if you wish to contact us, you can use this number for the new members. Our customer care number is that one. You can call her and she will be in a position to guide you accordingly. So I think that is it, class. Unless there's a question, I wish to stop our session. James bado James bado jamani. James angalia. In the trial balance, all drawings, all expenses, all assets are debited. All liability, all equity item, revenue, credited in that. You get it. Yeah, it is as that, as simple as that. Simple as that. Judith already ashajua. Good. Sasa enda umalize hiyo, and those who are there, please share that answer with me. Share that answer with me. So glad to have taken you through that session. Glad to have taken you through that session. I always appreciate your presence. I always appreciate your presence. In fact, I cannot teach myself, right? So it's a privilege to have you. It's a privilege to have you. So I've been your lecturer, Stephen, and I really appreciate. I really appreciate. I always wish you well. I always wish you well. And I know that you are going to pass this paper. Thank you so much. May you all have a blessed afternoon. May you all have a blessed afternoon. Goodbye. For those people who have any inquiry, please contact our customer care using the number. Asanteni sana na Mungu awabariki. Sawa sawa, karibu sana.